American DJ presents Under the Hood Live with your host, Chuck Green, and me, Jose Heredia. Today, let's get under the hood of the Inno Roll LED and a very special Under the Hood challenge. Please welcome the host of Under the Hood, Tom Green. Oops. Let's do take number 2. Please welcome your host for Under the Hood, Chuck Green.
Tom Green was my grandpa, actually. So. Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming out, and this is going to be fun. I've actually never done a show in front of people before, so I know you guys are all used to it all the time, although it's a bit different when everybody's sitting instead of dancing. So anyway, just real quick, first of all, thanks for checking out the videos, those of you that have. I have a lot of fun doing it, and one of the reasons that we do it is, a lot of times we'll come out with a product and then you'll see a similar product out there. And we were at a sales meeting years and years ago, and some people were saying, hey, some of these products look similar. And actually the owner of American DJ, Chuck Davies, came in the room and he said, well, let's open it up and I'll show you what's different. And the little details, I was fascinated, the little details on the insides of the product really make the difference. I mean, for those of you that are car guys, you understand when you open up the hood, you see what kind of motor or tranny or whatever you're dealing with, that's where the guts are and that's where really the performance comes from. So Chuck opens up, I think it was a Vertigo, and at the time, this was when Vertigos still had bulbs in them, and he goes, look, we've got a higher quality PC board, you can see there's no cold solder joints, and look, this little detail here, we have a little thing, that clip that holds the lamp in. And I mean, little things like that, that make a product better. And we were talking about things, and Brian in marketing said, hey, Chuck, you're kind of a silly guy. Would you like to do some videos? And I said, sure, but I've watched a million tech videos, and they're usually pretty boring. So I said, why don't we rip some stuff apart, show people how it works? Because, I was always one of those kids that would rip apart stuff and most of the time couldn't put it back together. And my mom didn't really appreciate that when I did that to the VCR. But so they said, sure, go ahead if you feel like it, rip it apart. And so that's what we do. And again, thanks for watching. And today, I'm lucky to have a sidekick to help me out because we're going to try and move this along.
Yes, and as a sidekick, I have a duty to perform, and that's to make announcements to the crowd and to our audience watching us on YouTube. So if you own a silver 370Z, please move your vehicle. You're blocking the exit for one of our employees to move out. So if you have a silver Nissan, please move your car.
Well, that's me. I'll see you guys later. So let's see. I wanted to do something kind of cool. Obviously we take apart some lights here on Under the Hood. And
safety first.
Safety first. So the first thing you want to do is get a pair of mismatched gloves.
Of course, you don't want to match.
Yeah.
This is a manly show, right?
Yeah, exactly. So
he's almost like Tim the Toolman Taylor.
That was a good show. I remember that. So I figured, why not do the world's quickest Under the Hood? I've got the LED color ball, right? Try LED.
Oh!
There you go.
Quick Under the Hood. All right, good night, everybody.
Yeah, that was it.
That's
Enjoy.
It. You can all move your cars now.
And, you can be the proud owner of that. Oh, it's still going.
Still going strong, see? Testament to ADJ products. That was made out of glass?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's frosted glass. I was really hoping I was going to puncture an artery or something so I could bleed out on camera. That would be awesome. I've always wanted to use a hammer on Under the Hood too, but they won't let me, do that. So today we're going to talk about the Inno series, and we're going to talk about the Inno Scan and the Inno Roll, two complementary fixtures. Obviously, this one has a barrel roller on it. I think you guys have probably seen them in Esteban's show. And by the way, give it up for Esteban. I mean, that guy.
Bravo.
Talk about a brilliant programmer. That guy is incredible. He's my hero when it comes to programming.
He's a rock star.
Yeah. So we've got the Inno Inno Roll. They both have 6 gobos plus open, color wheels, rotating gobos, all that stuff you're going to see inside. But I think, what do you think? Should we get to it?
Just tear it up. Let's get in there.
Sweet. I'm going to do the roll. I think you guys have seen enough scanners. Let's see. You know, one of the funny parts about doing this show is I really half the time don't know what I'm ripping open, and I don't know where to start. So sometimes I'll end up having to take half of it apart.
Do you have a method? You're like, okay, I'm going to start from the top left-hand corner, go clockwise?
Kinda, yeah, I kind of like to try and start from the top and go down.
Well, folks, now, since it does take a while for Chuck to take apart all these items, we figured we'd go ahead and start our segment, a brand new segment called Mailbag.
You've got
this
mail.
is where we answer questions from you, the viewers at home. So YouTube users have sent us several questions, and Chuck will attempt to answer those questions while he's taking the unit apart, as if 2 things weren't hard enough for him to do. So the first question that came to us is Warrior Cats Forever Fan asks, what happens to the units once you take apart on the show?
Well, if they don't get put back together, which sometimes happens, I use the parts for the army of super robots I'm building for World.
Right.
No, we,
So how's that coming along?
yeah, you know, it's coming. You'll know when it's ready. No, I mean, most of them, you know, we try to put them back together and put them in show stock, or they'll end up in parts light heaven.
There's a DJ light heaven.
There is a, where good lights go.
And what's that lit with? There's obviously some kind of light, a big giant light.
Well,
Okay.
yeah.
Moving on to the next question, submitted by the Pumpkin Pie Lord. Ask, why do I get leftover parts when I buy stuff from IKEA?
For your parts for your army of super robots? No, I don't.
So you suggest everybody should collect parts for Super Army or
Well, I
robots?
think if you buy enough furniture there and you get all those parts, you could probably build like an extra table or something.
A shelf.
A shelf, yeah. You know, a curio. I don't even know what that is, but my mom has like at least 3 of them.
With little tchotchkes.
Tchotchkes and knickknacks.
And knickknacks. And doilies.
Well, naturally.
I went old school on that one. All right. Question number 3, submitted by FliveX05, says, why does Donald Duck wear a towel after he gets out of the shower, even though he normally doesn't wear pants?
Where are these questions
These are
coming
submitted
from?
questions,
Why
authentic.
doesn't Donald Duck?
Why doesn't Donald Duck wear?
Or why does he use a towel?
Use a towel after he gets out of the shower. He's naked half of the time. So
Why is a duck showering?
that's a good question.
You know, I couldn't answer that. I have no idea.
These questions these people submit are
I know, right?
quite exquisite. Shall we go on to the next one? Are you
Yeah.
good?
Do we have? I need an Allen wrench. Does anyone have an Allen wrench out
Anybody
there?
have an Allen wrench?
You
Ryan?
would have thought I would have thought of that, but
That's okay. We'll get one of our tech employees over here to get an Allen wrench. Moving on to question number 4. How's it coming along there, Chuck, by the way? You just need that wrench?
pretty good.
Oh, good.
All right.
That might be the sloppiest Under the Hood episode ever. The sloppiest Under the Hood episode.
Well, yeah, I got to get into the body here.
All right, here we go. The next question, submitted by Cheesehead-Mite16, asks, do these jeans make me look fat?
No, it's your butt.
Okay, just checking. Yeah, like you envisioned this user on me, apparently.
Oh, I thought you were talking about you.
No, I'm
Those aren't
asking about the
jeans
user.
either, so-
Yeah, these are like khakis or something.
Those are,
like that.
yeah.
Next question, submitted by Sirius Gray. Is it worth keeping old VHS tapes?
Well, it depends what's on them, you know. I mean,
It's cool, like if you recorded your favorite television show and it had the commercials in there, you like left them in there, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like to see old commercials.
yeah, I like the old, the My Buddy ad. I don't know if you guys remember that when I was a kid. My Buddy.
That was cool.
Oh,
kind
man.
of like a precursor to Child's Play.
Yeah, yeah.
Cal
Oh, gosh.
Worthington
Try
ads.
having the name Chuck when you're a kid and Child's Play comes out. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
bad.
that was a lot of fun.
All right,
I'm not traumatized, really. It's fine.
Here's a technical question related to the DJ industry. Let's see if you can answer this one. Think Pink 13 asks, what are LSF filters made of?
Well, giraffe tears. But we don't make the giraffe sad. They're tears of joy, you know? So, yeah, no giraffes are harmed in the making of LSF filters. They're just...
Oh, and for those of you who are not initiated, what are LSF filters?
They're these really great filters we have, and you can get them in a couple different degrees, and no matter which, you can turn them 2 different directions, and you'll get either a wide or a more narrow beam. But they're really good for those of you that have LED par cans and do some uplighting. This is too late.
Too late.
But yeah, seriously, LSF filters should definitely be in your DJ toolkit.
All right, so does it look like we're good?
Good enough, right?
That looks pretty bare.
Yeah, okay. Well, so here is the inside of your Inno Roll LED. And let's just start here at the main PC board. So do we got a picture of the main PC board?
We have graphics.
Whoa, yeah, this is awesome. This beats my first studio. So basically, I just really want to show, again, how clean we do it. The reason we do things so clean and try to make it as modular as possible is because we know you guys are gigging. If there's a problem, you send it in. We want to be able to work on it as quickly as possible, replace whatever part needs to be replaced, and get it back out to you. And this is especially cool when you've had this gear for a while and you may be in a tough location. You can order the parts from our parts department, get it to you as quickly as needed, and replace it yourself usually. But I mean, we don't want you to do that unless, like I said, it's an older fixture and you're in the middle of nowhere, because it's like Survivor Man. When you're out there, you got to fix some disco
Man versus
lights.
DJ gear.
That's right. That's right. So yeah, there's our main PC board, and you'll see all the wiring harnesses are labeled. So you got the wire harness for the gobo motor. Yeah, up there. Afterwards, you can come up here and take a look at this, because I'm not putting it back together. I want to go home and have dinner at some point. But yeah, you can see the different wiring harnesses, and you've got your data one, you've got your gobo wheel, you got your color wheel. And again, these aren't just parts off the shelf. These are parts that we engineer here in Los Angeles and we have built. I mean, these aren't, you don't go to you can't go to Fry's Electronics and buy this PC board. You'll even see on here it says ADJ SC50 board. So we've got our EPROMs for, in case there's ever a software update, the capacitors, of course. So anyhow, I'm going to take you a little bit more this way and show you. We've got our gobo wheel, or gobo motor here, and then down here is the gobo rotator motor. Actually, I think I have, I have spare parts. So, so when you turn the gobo rotator wheel, obviously it rotates your gobo. And just so you guys know, these are replaceable gobos. They have little snap rings on them. They're pretty darn easy to replace. And actually, since I got the wheel out here, you can see the magnet here is for the sensor for indexing. So we use the magnetic sensor, which we find to be more reliable than even the optical ones for the gobo wheels. So we've got your gobo wheel, and then here we've got your color wheel, and we use dichroic glass. You're not going to have any cheap glass. It's going to fade over time. Even though this is LED and won't fade it very quickly, we still went ahead and put in the high-quality dichroic glass. Here is that magnetic sensor I was telling you about as well. And then, of course, where the horsepower is from, here's our 50-watt LED source, and this is from, this is a flat light, 50 watt. It's white. That's why we have a color wheel. We find that, not only is it more cost effective, but you get far better output using a white LED when you're doing hard edge profile fixtures like scanners and moving heads versus doing RGB. I mean, maybe one day the RGB stuff will be sharp enough that we want to use it in these types of fixtures. But for now, we're still using these ultra bright 50-watt LED chips. And you can see it's a module. So again, if for some reason you need to get it serviced, pops in, pops out, and we'll get it back on the road.
You know what that reminds me of?
What?
like a James Bond movie, like,
Where they
you
need the
have
mic-
the chip, Bond. You will not escape me this time.
Yeah, it's exactly what it's like, but it's mine. So, and then here, we hide the chip right here, and right here is the heat sink for the chip, so we make sure we keep it cool. You know, I told you it's a 50-watt LED. You go to these shows, try not to get too hung up on LED wattage. It gives you a good roundabout idea, but it depends. A lot of times manufacturers, not us, will say, oh yeah, it's a 20-watt LED. Well, it might be a 20-watt LED, but they're driving it at 10 watts, you know, so you get a little more life out of it. But at the same time, you're not getting the output you should. And then sometimes people will take a 10-watt LED and run it at 14 watts, you know, and you'll get a really bright output, but that's going to kill the life on it. We like to use the appropriate LED with the appropriate driver. We match it all up so you get the most efficiency. We don't want you having to ever replace an LED. By the time the LED goes out, we hope it's time for you to get a new light. So, of course, we got the fan here, again, the heat sink here, the LED here. I'm just kind of going over the whole optical train. Color wheel, gobo wheel. This is our convex lens. We have a picture of the, oh yeah, hey, there's the, man, this is awesome.
We got a line.
Yeah, so there's a line. So here through the convex lens, right over the PC board, and then through the focus lens right here on top, which is another type of convex lens. So this is a really cool part, and this is one of my favorite parts about all these LED products, is that most of them we're doing this auto-sensing power supply. So for those of you that may gig overseas or work somewhere that has kind of funky power, I think we've all done a gig in a building that you look at your voltmeter and it's going like 110, 120, 112, 113. This is an auto-sensing power supply, and this will help with whatever voltage you're using. And then this basically will, this drives the motors, which are 12-volt motors, and then over here, down here is another power supply. I don't know if we have, oh yeah, there's the auto-sensing one. And then we have another one under here. I don't know if Mike has a picture of that one or not. But this is the power supply that converts it to a 24-volt power supply for the LED. So,
there we go.
no, well, no, but those are the wiring harnesses. Aren't they beautiful?
Cut the yellow cord.
I know, I always, what am I gonna do? Yeah, so you know, again, it's I've taken apart some scanners and some rollers in the past, and you know, for the most part, they all kind of do the same thing internally, but we really are proud of the engineering that goes into our products. You know, again, a lot of times people go, well, that just looks like that other one out there, you know, and a lot of times they do look very similar, but when you get inside of them, which you know, we've done, you can see that it's a very high quality product. And I want you guys to come up when we're done and take a look. And you know, I've got a bunch of extra parts.
Extra parts, right?
Yeah. Oh well, here's the main PC board. The cool thing I wanted to show you on this, since I got it out, is hey, there's that little sound active mic. I think most of you guys use this. So anyhow.
So it can run in sound active mode
Absolutely,
if you want to.
it can run in sound active mode, of course, DMX. I mean, I think a lot of you guys are pretty hip to DMX after today's trainings, and hopefully you'll check out the full potential of your fixtures using DMX. So up here, of course, I forgot to mention, here's you got your pan motor on top, and then you got this is the roller motor. I took the barrel off. So the really cool thing I should mention about rollers, a lot of times we've all had scanners, but the thing I really like about rollers is they complement the scanner, but they also just fill the dance floor.
Right.
When you say, you know, they fill the dance floor, put gobos everywhere, but then you also have, you know, the ballet, I should say, of what the scanners do. So I am a big fan of using them together. You know?
I agree.
So,
I concur.
Thank you. You better agree.
Yes.
No.
So it looks like this is one of those Under the Hood episodes that we might be giving stuff away, right?
I don't think these guys want it.
Did you guys want to get something for free?
All right.
But But I don't think
Let's
it's
make
fair.
them work for it.
I don't think it's fair that they get it for free for
Yeah,
nothing. They have to
yeah.
work for it.
They're gonna
So
work for it.
we would like to see if there are any
We need a
volunteers.
couple of, let's get a couple of adults that are
Burly men
savvy with
with a screwdriver, with
a
an Allen
screw
wrench.
gun. But first of all, yeah, if anybody got a beer, that would be great. First of all, let me make some room.
Make some room. And while you're making a room, I want to give a full disclaimer, disclosure. Please do not try this at home. We are trained professionals. I've been doing this since yesterday, and we know what we're doing.
Yeah,
So
I
before you
think-
take apart your light, make sure that don't take apart your light. Or we prefer that you don't take
The
it
easy
apart.
part's taking it apart. I kind of have that problem with putting them back together, but,
Yes.
well, you know. That's why this is the dream job for me. I do have the best job in the world. I love lighting, and I love taking stuff apart. I'm not all that good at putting it back together, you know.
That's left to the minions to
There's
do.
a light somewhere in here, you know.
So
I'm going to actually wear this as a belt buckle at LAX. You think I'll get
That's
some security?
fashionable.
Yeah.
That's fashionable. And now you probably can after April 25th. and
Yeah,
carry
that's,
a knife.
so I have got, are you guys familiar with the Mega Tripar profile? Yeah. All right, well, I don't think I want any.
He wants it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm actually not giving away a Mega Tripar.
No, we're giving something away, something
I was
even
just
better.
curious if you guys have ever heard of one. This guy, he's taking all your business one day. Watch out for this kid
He's
right
the
here.
future.
So, let's see. Hey, Mr. Dowdle, you want to come give me a hand here?
All right, so do we just pick out somebody from the audience?
Why don't you grab a couple?
Let's see. Raise your hand if you would like to participate in this experiment endeavor.
I need
Let's
a little
see.
more room here.
Let's see here. This gentleman right here with the red shirt, and this gentleman over here with double hands up in the air. Come on over and stand right behind. What we're going to do actually is a little interesting competition.
We're gonna do a race.
Under the Hood Challenge.
We're going to do a race. We've already taken apart these units, and it's your job to put them back together.
Yeah, for a chance to work in the Under the Hood studios, putting that back together. No, I'm just kidding.
So while they're setting it up, I also want to remind everybody, please follow us on Twitter under @AmericanDJ. Facebook, make sure you click on the like button. And when this video comes out on YouTube, which our channel is ADJ Lighting, please hit the subscribe button and the like button.
And we're gonna be giving away a fun factor. So, all right. Wow, that light got more applause than I did. My life is weird. Now,
I feel like we're on the set of Mythbusters.
okay, you know, so basically, what are we gonna do? We're gonna put about,
Should we put a timer on a clock?
yeah, we gotta.
Or first one to win, first one to
All
finish?
right, if you guys, we're gonna do the first guy that finishes putting this back together correctly, and I will plug it in.
You want to give them a quick tutorial?
Yeah, well, these are Mega Tripar profiles.
Go for it.
Parts, screws, things. The screws have been separated out into just so you know, the letters inside the cups really mean nothing. So the first guy to finish, step back, put his hands up. You know, but I think this may be a little too easy, so let's just get rid of these.
Oh,
Let's go old school.
Old school, huh?
You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
So,
Analog.
Yeah. So anyhow, whoa.
Oh, stepping
let's
on-
get. Yeah,
that's
watch
glass.
out. There is broken glass back here. Just a bonus.
I'm telling you, it's like the set of Mythbusters over here.
Yeah. So.
All right, so
all right.
hands
Well, let's
up in
get
the
their
air.
names here. We
Oh,
got
yeah.
Art, right?
Art
we
Sanchez.
got Art and
AJ.
DJ AJ.
AJ.
So.
You guys help me out. We're going to do a countdown
Yeah.
from 5. And as soon as we get to 0, these gentlemen can go ahead and start. Are you guys ready? All right, come on, people. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
Go.
0, and go.
Ten,
9,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
1.
All right, AJ
All
and
right,
Art,
well,
go
let's
ahead and
see.
stand back. Let's give them a big round of applause.
All right. Let's see here. Well, before I even plug them in, I'm just going to count. There's some leftover parts,
Obviously.
just like when I do it. Let's see. We've got AJ has got 5 screws and a yoke, so we'll just say 6 parts. Art, you've got 2 screws. You are the winner.
Congratulations, Art. Excellent.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to plug these in.
Yeah. Anybody want to see a
All
light
right,
show?
where's there an IEC cord?
Plug it in.
Yeah, it's all parts in
No,
there,
it's
by the
not
way,
taken
Art.
apart.
So you can watch my Fun Factor video. And yeah, do we have a power cord? Oh yeah, here we go.
Yeah, we had a power cord. Go for it.
Well,
Oh, here's
I need-
already. This one's already plugged in.
Oh, again,
No.
folks, don't come back here. It's broken glass. All right. If I had $1 for every time I had been electrocuted doing this show, I'd have like probably $25.
Nice. And there we go.
Let there be light.
It works. Congratulations.
Okay, so I guess we have to send this over to our service department.
And have them fix it.
Hey, wait a minute, Art. There's 2 screws. You're still the winner, but there were 4.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is our episode of Under the Hood. Please give Chuck Green, I almost said Tom, big round of applause. Please make sure you watch our videos. Anything else? Any last words before we leave?
Thanks a lot again for watching. I didn't expect anybody to really watch it. I thought, get all the hits, and I was talking to my sister, and my nephew really likes to watch it. My sister said, "Oh, we went to the Apple store and put Under the Hood on on the computers." And I said, "Well, that's where all the hits are coming from. It's my mom and my 5 sisters." But no, seriously, we appreciate it. Any kind of feedback, or if there's anything you want to see taken apart, just leave a comment below, right down there. There it is. Yeah, so leave a comment or go ahead and email us at underthehood@americandj.com. Really grateful for you guys, and thanks for staying late. I know it's late out there, and there's going to be a little traffic, and we appreciate you. We appreciate all your business, and thanks for using ADJ products. I'll be here, so if you have any questions, come on up.